Hello everyone, what is cooking all you good-looking people out there, and welcome to another exciting episode of GeoGuessr. Here we are in yesterday's daily challenge location. A very, very cool location that I feel like, oh look at that, we get the nice severed feet of the person who took the picture. A location that I really feel like I should know where it is, because I feel like these holes here in this rock are somewhat famous, but I might be wrong. Maybe they're just cool. I don't know, I feel like I've seen this in pictures before, but I honestly don't know where it is. It's sort of rocky. It's sort of it's interesting. I mean, this rock, maybe it looks volcanic a little bit. I don't think we're I don't think we're anywhere like I don't know. I don't think we're in like the Pacific Rim over here. I don't think that's where we are. We've got like some big like, is that oil refining that's going on over here? Oh, it might be. This looks like a very, very hot place down over here. In the far reaches over here. It looks nice and hot. Maybe we're somewhere like, I mean, no, we can't. We're not like in Iran, but could we be somewhere like on the Black Sea somewhere? That might be right. Somewhere in the Black Sea, Bulgaria, Romania. That could be possible. Could we be in... No, I don't think we're in the Persian Gulf. No, I don't think we're that far. I think we're in the Black Sea somewhere. I'm going to be guessing... Let's go with Romania for whatever reason. And let's say I don't know why Romania. This sort of seems like a silly idea, honestly. A lot of oil refining happening in Romania? I don't think so. Russia maybe is a great guess for oil refining, so we could be out over here, but I don't feel like we're in the Sochi area, to be honest, and that's really the only real thing I know about the way sort of Russian coast look is how Sochi looks, so that doesn't really help me. Maybe I should guess Bulgaria. Honestly, that might be a better guess. Yeah, sure, Bulgaria. Let's do it. Let's say we're out right on this point here, which we're obviously not. Let's make the guess. And, okay. Right idea, wrong part of the... I mean, it's not really the right idea now, is it? I mean, yeah, I mean, it's closer than a lot of other ideas I could have got. Caspian Sea is where we were. Okay, we were in Azerbaijan. That makes a lot of sense, actually, that we would be there. For some reason, I was thinking Romania, Bulgaria. I wasn't in for Russia on that one for whatever reason. We were actually in Azerbaijan, which is very, very cool. Over here near Baku, we've actually been to Baku a few times in a few episodes, but never to this location, which is actually on a point just up here in a place called Mayak Beach. Wow, that is really, really nice. Mayak Beach in Baku, Azerbaijan on the Caspian Sea. Hopefully some of you guys guessed remotely close to that area. Anyways, let's go on to today's daily challenge. Hello, so here we are in today's daily challenge. A very, very cool location indeed. Very Mars-like, and when I say Mars-like, I use that all the time. It just means a place with no trees, and I mean, if we sort of ignored this lake here and took a look at maybe like the landscape that looks kind of like this, and then, you know, shifted everything to the color red, then we might just be on Mars, except, you know, the kind of grass and stuff. You have to. There you go. Now it's harder to tell if that's grass. There you go. We're on Mars. Woo! Anyways, so this is today's daily challenge, and the daily challenge is for you guys to tell me where in the world do you think this location is. Put it down in the comment section below, and tell me where it could a nice, beautiful location that looks like this. I mean, think about how cool it would be to be here. I mean, this is like a remote, probably it's a remote city, to be honest. And you're just somewhere that is just so cool, and well, I mean, it's not unique to around it because there's a lot of area around this place you can see, like on the top of this mountain or on the top of this one. Honestly, it probably looks pretty similar, but this is such a cool place, and I don't think there's a lot of places in the world that do look like this. Honestly, I don't really know where this is, so if you guys do, put it down in the comment section below and tell me where do you think this is. In tomorrow's video, I'm gonna make a guess as to where I think it is, and I'll put in the comment section of that video whoever guessed closest. So put down your guesses. Where in the world could an awesome place like this be? All right, welcome back, and here we are going to be doing a world challenge here. 3 minutes on the clock. The reason why I do 3 minutes, because it still forces me to make a guess. Usually it's kind of hard to find an exact location in 3 minutes. I like being forced to guess. I don't do any time limits on the viewer challenges, first of all, because you can't make challenges. You can't make custom challenges like the ones people send in, going to geoguessr.com and sending me a challenge through the YouTube inbox system. You can't do those with a time limit, and I really like looking around at the nice locations people send me to. With a time limit, then you know, it's a little bit less fun, because then I have to sort of rush through them, and it's a lot more fun to be able to explore the locations nicely. So there you go. We're gonna do a world challenge. Let's go and start new. Of course, we don't want to resume our old one. Looking at this, I think we're in Europe right off the bat, driving on the right hand side of the road. Let's go look at some writing. Now, one of the things is, are these EU license plates? Is the real question, and they might not be. Fin tramo de concentración de accidentes. All right, so there's a lot of accidents that happened here. And what else? What else do we got? We got some big signs here. What do they say? Murcia. Aeroporto N432. Isn't that in Spain? I think it is. Almeria, I think it's in Spain. But I could be wrong. Just in case, we're gonna just keep going here. All right. So let's go and assume Spain, number 1. And Murcia is right over here, so we do know that, so that's good. And the next location, what was it called? It was called exit 118. We're on, I think so we take this exit, the A92. A92, do we see that around anywhere? We see an A91. And what is the other city that I'm looking for? Almeria. Almeria is another one. Okay, here's Almeria, and those are, so north is here. Those are west of us. But Almeria, it says that one first, so I feel like we're probably over here. A92 is right there. The N432 is around here somewhere, so I'm gonna keep my eyes open for that. A92 is there. And was there any indication of what road we're actually on? 342 is there. 432 is there. So so this junction is quite close to there, and we can go to all the way to Corboda. So I think we are probably leaving Granada. We are going. It looks like that way towards Corboda is south, which is just kind of wild. But I'm gonna say that that's just not true. That's what we're just gonna say, that's not true, and that we are like somewhere. Even how many kilometers away is that exit? That's 1 kilometer. So we are like, I don't know. We're like there. All right, let's make our guess. And no, okay, I see. So we were over there. We were okay. So all right, I see how those roads went. But we were very, very close indeed. 4,983 points. Okay, very cool. So now we are probably in the United States. Based on the blurriness of the picture, blurry pictures and the US do go hand in hand, because I'm assuming that most of the pictures of the US were taken, I guess, in Google Street Views. Well, it's not most. Some of the pictures were still taken in the sort of first rounds of Street View, and I guess they prioritize expanding the network of pictures rather than... Okay, there you go. We can continue moving on here. They prefer rather expanding the network of locations rather than prioritizing going back over old locations. Not to say that they don't do that. They do that a lot. You see that in big cities and stuff like that. But here we're kind of just in the woods, in a big forest here. And, you know, there's not too much going on here. It's very hard to tell where exactly we are. I'm thinking South Carolina, if I had to guess. What's telling me that? nothing. There are kind of big hills, so maybe I should watch out for that. Maybe, I mean, I shouldn't watch out for the hills. What I'm saying is I should just be mindful that that's a possibility. Big old truck following us. This is an annoying location to just navigate through. All right, can I just double click to move forward? Doesn't really want me to. It doesn't seem. And well, I'm just gonna continue. See if we get to anything. Do we have something nice over here? We sure don't. What does this sign say right here? It says, I can't even read that. These pictures are so blurry, and it doesn't really look like we're anywhere. I honestly don't know where we could possibly be. It looks kind of dry, not too dry. It looks, you know, actually, this kind of doesn't really feel like that. This feels like the West Coast actually. Sort of if we're going through Wyoming. Nah, I don't know about Wyoming. Yeah, Wyoming. Okay, yeah, sure. Let's call this Wyoming. Let's call this Medicine Bow National Forest near Rawlins. Sure, that sounds good. So we're on our way to Rawlins. I have no idea where we are. Let's make that guess. And the answer? Wow, that's actually Maine. That's Maine. All right, I've been to Maine before. Through think around this area like this. I think we just drove through Maine to get to New Brunswick for fun reasons. So yeah, been to Bangor. I remember that. So I'm fairly certain this is the road that I've taken before in real life. Does that look like Maine? I don't know. Maine, I remember it being a little bit less dry than that, but you never know when that was taken. So there you go. I mean, that's a really, really terrible score. Very, very badly done there. But what would have told me that was Maine? I don't know. I mean, I was thinking the East Coast. I was thinking a lot more south, but then for whatever reason, the sort of rest areas they looked like something you would see more in the west to me. So that's what happened to that. Now, where are we is the real question. Well, we could be in the States again, could be in the US of A, America. We could be in a lot of places. We could even really be in Australia, except we're not. We're in America. We got a stop sign. It's on the right side. People are driving on the right. 25 miles per hour sign. Good. And an American flag. So that helps. And we got a sign here, a flag. Probably a state flag. That I don't really know what that is. That is the flag of no, it wouldn't be Colorado. So state with that starts with a C. I don't know what that is. What is this that I'm looking at? It feels like I should know where that is. Colorado? Maybe that is. Actually, maybe, are we in like a weird state line or something? I don't know. What the hell's going on here? I don't know. Colorado, Adams. I don't know. Okay. I'm guessing this is probably near Colorado and New Mexico, if I had to guess. Now, okay. Is there something called Adams anywhere that we can see? A city called Adams? No, there's not. I have straight up no idea what's up with that. There's something strange about the Sugar City Cafe. Wow, why was that hard for me to say? Yeah, I mean, okay, what was the highway? The highway was Highway 96, right? All right. So we got any 96s around here? We don't. Any 96s anywhere? Utah? No. North? We might. 96 would be a big interstate. Oh, it's over here. All right. It's over here. It's straight up in Colorado. Okay. So we got an Interstate 96 down that way. Then I'm going to guess, are we like right here? On the border of Colorado and Kansas? Maybe. All right. Let's say that. Let's say we're on the border of Colorado and Kansas. Let's make that guess. And we were in Colorado itself near Pueblo. Not a bad guess as far as things go. 45-54. For the reason I thought we might be on some kind of border of some sort. I don't really know why, but there was, I don't know, there was something weird about those signs there. But there you go. There's this place right here. 45.54 is the amount of points I got there. This is a forest, probably somewhere in like Norway, I would say. Norway sounds about right to me. Let's go look at some. Let's hopefully we find some writing. We'll tell where this is. This looks pretty far north, but again, I'm often wrong on that one. Let's look at this vehicle right here, see if it has EU plates or not. Does it? Well, we can't tell if it does or if it doesn't, but there's no clue that it does. So Norway, you know, we keep that in mind. It's not part of the EU. It's part of Europe, but not part of the European Union, which means it wouldn't have those, you know, blue and white EU license plates. They would have either white and black ones or, you know, yellow ones. You know, there's a lot of choices. I think it's just straight up like black and white ones without the little blue thing on the side. But here we got some writing, which means we might be lucky and be able to tell where this is. This is not somewhere that the name is helping me. Katajamaki. Wow. Okay. Katajamaki. That's real interesting. Let's go zoom into Norway, and well, we got a highway just numbered 87, which is interesting, but you know everywhere does that, right? You just have, well, here's an 87. All right, so maybe we're gonna say it's this 87, the Swedish 87, which we just sort of come across. And do we see a Katajamaki? I don't know, soft C. All right, so I don't really see it, but honestly, I mean, I can't just say that this isn't it. I mean, it's the wrong country. I know that much. It's not necessarily the wrong country. We could very well be in Sweden too. The real thing is that this word, this name here, the city name, doesn't actually tell me which one of Swedish, Finnish, or Norwegian this is. So I can't actually tell based on that. But maybe we'll get some city names over here. Nurmes. Islami, or oh, it looks like we're actually in Finland. Then, okay. Well, can we see any of the names? Here's Lislami, which is good. So let's zoom into that, and there's Nurmes, which is 30 down that way. So there's Rutvarna, which we actually have found. There's Highway 87, which we're on, and there's 21 and 30, so that would mean we are somewhere like right there, right on this corner right over here. Boom, let's place us right there, and beautiful, 1.4 kilometers. You were actually a little bit further down the road, but I think this is the sign we actually got to. So wow, there you go. We actually pinpointed where that was in the world. Thankfully, we found some Finnish that I was able to deduce was indeed Finnish. That one city name, I couldn't tell where that was or what that was, what language that was. Here again, we find ourselves in the same area of the world generally. Now, whether or not it is Finland, Sweden, or Norway is still up for grabs. I guess it could also be a few other countries as well. It's not necessarily one of those three. I'm going to find that out in probably not too long, as I hope that I see the name of something. Tukolahoridenti. Okay, that doesn't ring any bells to me. Okay, we got a church. We've got people. We've got a bunch of ladders leading up to the roofs of their houses. I don't know if they're planning on throwing a party up there or something. I mean, you know, it's always fun to have a party on the roof, I guess. Any names? Any names or places and stuff like that? Maybe if I go up here, I can see something over at this sort of roundabout area. Boy, I don't know where I've gone. Really? Okay, just got that, and there's a sign right there. So let's go look at it. What does it say? What are you telling me? Sinilahd. Very well. Well, we're in the EU somewhere. We could be again in. Oh wow, that sucks. That got censored out. What does it say? Can I read it? Milvojanjanli, Sweden. I don't know. It's really hard for me to tell. I can't only tell based on this little. I need a little bit more stuff to go on here. And we've got 140 Sinilade. This sign looks a little bit different than the one we had in Finland. So I'm going to say because it's a little bit different, we're going to go with Sweden. Not to say Sweden and Finland are only a little bit different. I'm sure they're massively different in many ways. But one of the differences that they're arguably not only a little bit different. Oh, okay, it's Finland again. Anyways, arguably one of the things that they are only a little bit different in is geography when compared to the scale of the world. But it does look like, again, we are in Finland. The way I can tell is because Finland has a love for these double vowels. Double consonants maybe as well, but double vowels for sure. And since we've seen so many double Y's, double I's, I'm going to say that that's where we are. Knowing last time that we were somewhere along the lines of like around over here, this looks definitely more south to me. If it's more north, then sure, I guess. But, you know, more south. Do I have anything that I can go on? Oh, well, I'm going to have to make the guess really quick, so I'm just going to place it right there and make that guess. And we got pretty darn close, 46.96. We were even more south than I had time to place it, close to a place called Heinola. Never would have guessed that. Is there... no, there's nothing more that I really could have seen that would have done that. So, yeah, I mean, that's a pretty good guess as far as they go. 46.96, which gives us a grand total of 90,914. Pretty good score. Only really messed up on the old is Wyoming Maine question, which, I mean, I don't know why it chose Wyoming. Wyoming's like the Great Plains and stuff, and that didn't look like Great Plains at all. I just didn't know. I probably should have guessed California, to be honest, on that guess, but that would have made me even further. So there you go. Colorado, yes, we were in Colorado. Wyoming is not Maine. Southern Spain is southern Spain. We actually got really close on that one. Finland is Finland, and Finland is Finland, but a little bit different. And where was the other one? 1, 2, yeah, okay, that's it. Hopefully you guys have enjoyed this episode, and as always, tune in tomorrow for more hot GeoGuessr action. Tomorrow it is a viewer challenge, so those are always pretty exciting. Aw, yeah. Cue the royalty-free music. 3, 2, 1, go. Come on, everybody, get on your feet. Stand up, look at the screen, and repeat. I'm gonna like, rate, comment, and subscribe. I love watching Ather vids all of the time. Thanks for dropping by and spending the time. Hope you've enjoyed, and let's get on with our lives. Oh yeah. Thanks to Kevin MacLeod for these awesome beats. Woo yeah. Have a good one.